Well, a warm welcome to KTN Business. My name is Abi Agina. Begin with the post-budget analysis and the 2015-2016 fiscal budget presented by the Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury yesterday came with good news for the local manufacturing industry. In the budget statement, Henry Rtich announced the various tax initiatives aimed at protecting local manufacturers from what the CS called unfair competition. But experts are raising concern over the protectionist stance, saying it needs to be carefully thought out and implemented. Otherwise, it could yield less benefits and more pain for consumers. KTN Charles Gitonga has more.
Kenya's biggest budget yet of 2.17 trillion shillings will see a good measure of tax reforms for manufacturers and local enterprises. Most of these are meant to protect them from unfair competition from foreign industries.
To encourage local manufacturers of fish nets, I have provided for importation of nylon yarn and synthetic twine used in the manufacture of fishing nets under the duty remission scheme at a rate of 0% instead of 10%.
Furthermore, Rtich increased import duty on sugar from $200 to $460 per metric ton of sugar in a move that is meant to cushion the ailing sugar industry. Other imports that will attract higher duty include plastic tubes for packing toothpaste and aluminium cans, which will be charged at 25% from 10%, while that on gas cylinders will also go up to 25% from 0%. At the same time, the common external tariff charged on paper and paper products at 25% will now be charged at 10%, while manufacturers of pasta can now import the raw material duty-free.
The budget policy statement read yesterday by the CS National Treasury aimed at basically reviving the manufacturing sector, but with a very clear agenda on some specific areas where locally we have competed with internationally imported or cheap imports that have made our industries in those areas basically not to perform well.
Protectionism in some ways is needed because you do need to ensure that your industry is capable of surviving. Unfortunately, when you do protectionist measures, then you're breeding inefficiencies also.
The experts single out the sugar sector, which has over the years enjoyed protectionist policies but has remained chronically inefficient, subjecting Kenyans to higher sugar prices. Should history repeat itself, the new raft of budget measures might as well not serve their intended purpose.
What I would hope that these industries do is take this with the respect it deserves and try and improve their own manufacturing processes. Because if they don't do that, then I think they're making a mockery of the policy that the government is actually suggesting.
However, experts agree that the ongoing heavy investments in infrastructure and energy, which receive the bulk of financing the budget, will boost the growth of the country's GDP. Their concern, however, has been lack of a trickle-down effect to the consumers who continue to purchase locally produced goods at high prices despite reductions in production costs.
The cost of energy went down, but we haven't seen the final pricing of items going down to the ordinary mwananchi.
Even as consumers wait to feel the trickle-down effect of this protectionist budget, all eyes will now be on the yet-to-be unveiled Finance Bill 2015, which will highlight how various initiatives will be rolled out and how the government hopes to accelerate economic growth, create employment, and ease the cost of living for Kenyans. Charles Gitonga, KTN Business.